immediately let out a huge burp. And that was the first thing that everyone heard on the stream.
Yeah, we lost some viewers for good that time.
And also gained some, but we don't want those viewers.
No, it was the jackass type people.
People are like, oh, this is one of those burp channels.
My cat is watching now.
Okay, we'll watch our language then.
Yeah. He might repeat it. Forget the fact that the bird sitting next to me says, "Quit being an asshole."
Birds be like.
Yes, that's what birds be like.
He's only said it once.
I love the bossa nova. I'm like in a Thai restaurant.
It always makes me feel like I'm on hold with my cable provider.
Fried tofu now.
Want a treat? Not you. Don't fart at me. Oh, my bird farts, by the way.
Wow.
And burps. He usually burps at me. No, you don't say burp. You actually burp.
It said burp.
I've got a cat.
We just lost our last 3 viewers.
And also gained 6 more that are real into burp, farts, and burp. Bird burps and burp. Bird burps and burp.
Shut the hell up, Matt.
That's really hard to say.
Oh, can your bird say burp khaki?
Burp, bird burp, bird burp.
He does not sleep, and so he'll literally, whenever he gets your tail out of his face, he literally will burp anytime I walk through the door, but he farts when my husband walks through the door. So I think that says a lot about us. Ooh, is right.
Oh, everybody's hugging their pets now.
Not me.
I'm gonna hug my pillow.
There you go.
No. Get out of here.
Husband, where are you? Over here.
I have plenty to share. So here, you want a cat? Look at that face.
I wish.
Look at that face. He's like, will you quit mashing me? He likes the drumming. Sucks. I gotta go get a drink. Can I go get a drink? Come on. Get down.
Okay.
Get down. Get down. Anthony just walked by, and so Willie is gonna knock on things and fart. You cannot knock on the microwave.
April, you are so visually entertaining.
Wow.
Done.
Did you say visually?
Yeah.
I'm taking a selfie. Smile. Oh wow.
It's so dynamic. Like everything is so dynamic. There's always things going on. Like there's just life happening, and every time you're on camera, it's so great.
That's how my brain works too. Like my brain is a visual hodgepodge of.
Yeah. I'm so pissed that this computer is just taking a big fat crap.
That sucks.
Sager. I don't even recognize that brand name.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's what it said, Sager.
I know, and she's surprised that she's having problems. Dude, you got a Sager?
It's like a 7-year-old laptop.
Well, there's your problem right there.
That shouldn't matter.
It does.
Nothing is made nothing's made to last anymore.
Oh no, it'll still last. It just won't work. It's still there. It's still in physical form.
No. No.
Yeah, unless you're getting a MacBook, you can't expect your computer to last more than 4 years anymore.
My computer is about 7 years old.
Have you upgraded anything on it, or is it
No.
still? Wow, well that's impressive.
Actually, it's new enough that when I bought it, I requested a DVD player, and they were like, "Why?" Because I want to watch DVDs. Yeah, knock, 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 Willie.
Oh shit! I just took my pre-show shit,
Stop saying shit in front of the birds.
my pre-show stuff out of my butt. I was a little heavy-handed with the bidet though, so I may need to.
Are you bleeding?
No, but I thought about what a jackass if like I hurt myself with my bidet and I went to the hospital and like everybody's like, you know, being treated for COVID and like they're just like, what'd you come in for? I burst through my colon with my bidet. And they're like, get the fuck out of here.
I think the better part would be the court case where you sue the bidet maker for making a bidet that could bust through your colon, it's like a high pressure fire hose getting shoved up your ass.
You never bought a bidet. That's what you look for in a bidet. You look for that power.
Go to Japan. Japan has the best.
Who?
Japan. The country.
Oh, Japan. I kept hearing pan, and I was like, personal pan pizza?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Willie kept interrupting me. Knock, knock, knock. You think you're the ham?
Will
What?
Willie?
Own personal Japan pizza.
Willie, give the kiss. A whistle. That's a whistle. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
I just watched a video of a guy making a Furby out of SpaghettiOs.
Wow.
He took like a Furby and he like covered it with SpaghettiOs. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen.
The Furby part or the SpaghettiOs part?
Both. The combination of those two things is just, ugh.
Oh. Got less than 5 till showtime.
Wait, so if I'm not on because I'm last, does that mean I have to not talk until the end? Is that the rule?
Yeah.
I'm tired of this going.
I mean, you can still talk, April. Just make sure we can't hear you.
Of course.
I guess camera off.
Okay.
Okay. Come here, Bill. You talk. Yeah. Get back.
Oh, now my computer's asking me to set it up as if, like, from the beginning.
See, that's a sign right there. You should get a new computer. It's already set up as a new computer. Trying to give you a hint.
He wants to start fresh.
Yeah,
It's good. It's 2021, you know? Everybody needs a second chance.
exactly. New year, new computer. Right? Isn't that what they say?
Put some curl cream in my hair.
Definitely what the computer companies say.
Skynet.
Find my phone charger. I will.
Matt, what kind of hair products are you using now?
Let's see. Verb brand shampoo and conditioner. I used to do the curl, but I switched over to Ghost. Verb Ghost shampoo and conditioner. And then my secret
So weird.
sauce is LA Looks Extreme Sports Gel, which you can get for like $1 at the Dollar Tree. And that's it. And love.
All right. Gotcha.
And then I have some other stuff that I put in every now and then, like curl
Ha,
cream and
that was-
stuff. But I don't. I'm not very fussy.
Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, I just listened to the song Farrah Fawcett Hair by Capital
Yeah.
Cities featuring Andre 3000 today. I hadn't heard that song in years.
Holy shit.
Best.
part of me, Matt, thought you were gonna go into like produced by, written by, ghost written by.
No, I don't.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know all the details, but it was Capital Cities, but it has Andre 3000 in it.
Oh, I would have loved if you did that.
Good song.
No, you're a good song.
Thank you.
We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. Matt, what happens if, like, during the show, I switch over? Is that... I don't want you to yell at me.
Just make sure to join with your camera and audio off, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't fuck this up.
Although I think it would be great if you have both cameras on and just have the audio off one of them.
I mean, that's what we call the keys right there.
Hey, guys, go out there and crush it.
Thanks, Brian.
You too, Brian.
Brian's
Thanks,
back.
Brian.
Brian was in the wilderness for 3 days, and he's back. I don't know what that
Did you
means.
turn off my camera now?
Yeah, we got a minute.
Wait, let me get animals out of the way.
Break a leg, turn off your cameras. And Brian, don't forget you're introducing me, so...
You got to give me a signal when you're ready, like a finger to the camera kind of thing, like a go. You just think I'm gonna read your brain. I don't know where we're at.
We've been doing this since May, bro. We've been doing this since May. It's when you hear the fucking music that we played since May.
If only there was some
But
way
see,
that...
you never told me start when the music starts. Like, it seems to me like there should be a little bit of music that goes.
There is.
If only there was some way that you could potentially send a message to him, Matt.
I know. He's like,
yeah, a chat or something. That might be a good workaround.
he's like, if you see me with a smile on my face, or if I play with my hair.
It goes like this, Brian. It goes, the drums come in, and then you start hearing the horns. Once you hear the horns, wait a beat, and then say, coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Productions and earprov.com presents.
Okay, I've been meaning to talk to you. What do you think about southeastern Virginia, since we're kind of spread around different cities?
Sure.
I've also been waiting 757, but then I heard we might be switching area codes, so I don't want to get locked into 757.
Wait, we're switching area codes?
Yeah, I think they're adding one. I think I heard that somewhere.
Why don't you say coming to you like from Eastern Standard?
Live from Norfolk, Virginia. Earprov.com presents Ranting and Raving, the online comedy show starring your host, Matt Cole.
Thank you for that amazing intro from my amazing co-producer, Brian Garrity. Welcome to the show. Welcome to earprov.com. We're streaming live simultaneously to YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Coming to you from my house in Norfolk, Virginia, and we got some people all over the country and southeastern Virginia. Yeah, we are. Oh, I need to fix something. I see something, but we're gonna be ranting and raving tonight. That's the name of the game. And ranting and raving, not in the form of just like, stark raving mad. We're going to have some comedians, artists, and funny all-around people come on the show and talk about something they really love recently and something they are really hating. So we're going to hate on some shit. And, I always feel naked without him, so let me introduce him right now. The guy who introduced me so adeptly, Brian Garrity, my co-host and co-producer. Come on out here.
Two anecdotes to share.
Yeah.
One is I'm like Pavlov's dog now.
Yeah.
You said come on the show, and my brain is so trained that when you say come out here, Brian,
Mm-hmm.
I turn my camera on and come running out to the Zoom. That when you said come on the show, I almost turned my camera on. And two, this is my first time doing a show with this headset, and I yelled welcome to Earprov or whatever and blew the hell out of this speaker.
Well, you're doing great so far.
I'm okay
buddy.
now.
Yeah. I have to fix this call-in show sort of thing, but how have you been? How you been doing? What are you up to?
Oh, just living through some exciting times.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great to be alive at this time?
It's cool, man. It's cool. Every day's a blessing. I've just been blessed. That's if I was to summarize how I've been, Just blessed.
You actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna call you out. I know you you like this kind of thing. I heard you went on a date yesterday. I want to hear what dating is like in COVID times.
Well, you meet at CVS in the drive-thru. You get tested, so you know your status. And then you go to a outdoor restaurant with enormously large tables. You bring a floor fan in case it's not breezy enough to reduce the risk. You make your own wind. And at the end of the night, you both put on sort of like a gumball machine, glass bowl over your head, and hug each other goodnight.
Wow, it's as simple as that, huh?
It's pretty good. It's kind of like dating in the old days.
So we're gonna actually we'll get into our rants and raves first, and then we'll invite on 4 of our guests tonight. And like I said, they are comedians. They're based out of the Push Comedy Theater and all around. We're also trying to raise some money tonight for the Push Comedy Theater. Tonight's kind of laid back. Last night we had a great show called American Master Debaters, and it sounds as dipshitty as you think it is. It's a silly debate show. We debated Batman versus Superman, and our curse word's bad, which shows you our level of maturity. Well, we raised I forgot the exact number. I think $635 for the Push Comedy Theater. Point above you, Brian, we have a goal thermometer. I said at 300, we may not get there tonight, but if you go to earprov.com, there's a big donate here button. I'm very proud of myself for learning web design. I stole it. And you can donate to the Push Comedy Theater through Earprov, and then it's going to go straight to their PayPal, and they can keep the lights and the air conditioning running.
Keep the toilets flushing. It's the theater is shut down right now, which is really unfortunate because it's a place that Brian and I love, and we met there. We had our own kind of little romance. We did not meet there.
Yeah.
We met the iguana.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right. Well, we found our love for each other at the Push Comedy Theater. How about that?
Yeah, we became official there.
So if you go to earprov.com, you can see the donate now button. Every cent goes to the Push Comedy Theater, and it's the best.
Directly to the Push Comedy
Yeah,
Theater.
it doesn't touch. It used to touch my grubby hands, and I had to transfer it over. I think I owe taxes on that, which is going to suck during tax season. But that's been pushed back to February, so we'll deal with that later.
We're going to claim a COVID-19 hardship, and I think we're going to be fine.
All right. Okay. So we're going to have 4 guests tonight, and we'll get to them in a little bit. They're Matt Holman, Candace Gallmeyer, Davine Kerr, and April Shannon Threet, who has been on a whole lot of our shows, and she was on American Master Debaters last night. But let's rant and rave ourselves. I forgot. I always forget to produce this show, so I forgot to get a sound effect. But let's play. How about it's time to rave. Okay, my rave tonight is a sci-fi show, and I think that's my favorite genre. I've been really loving, and I didn't hear a fucking word about it, like advertisements or anything like that. So congratulations, Netflix, you didn't do a good job. But a show that's right up my alley that I've really been enjoying recently is Lost in Space. Do you know the Lost in Space? It was like an old show, black and white, that sort of thing. So they had the 60s or 70s show.
Wait, they remade a show?
Are
they doing that now?
Isn't this novel? And then when I was a kid in 98, which I don't know, I think you were probably in college or out of college by then, Brian. In 98, they rebooted it as a movie, and they tried to bring it back, but nobody liked it. It flopped in the movie theaters. And then Matt LeBlanc was in it, yeah. And then they have this show, and it's so cool because I like a lot of the sci-fi right now. The flavors have deep, heavy themes and have a lot of introspection and what is the future like and blah blah blah. This is just simply some good family fun. And it's an adventure, and yeah, you can watch it with your family. It doesn't get too risque or too heavy.
That leads delightfully into my rave.
Really?
Yeah, I don't I didn't want to rave about a TV show or movie because sometimes this show has a tendency to dwell on TV shows or movies. Yeah. But the rave in my heart right now is another television show that I would not have watched in a million years, but everybody was raving about it.
What is it?
Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah, I've resisted. No, I see this like in social media. Everybody's watching, everybody's raving about it, and I'm
So,
like, I don't get it. Like,
here's my take on it.
yeah,
It is the perfect combination of cheese and entertainment excellence.
okay,
And it's proud cheese. Like
yeah,
they'll deliver the cheesiest joke you can imagine, and they don't care, and they pull it off. And the characters are it's just it's so watchable. You can see during these days like we've been having.
Mhm.
I'm like midway through season 2, and I love it. And I would never have tried. I never would have watched it.
That's okay. So maybe I'll give it a chance because, like, one of the other reasons I'm watching Lost in Space right now is because I'm past all most of the stuff that is like deep and heavy and like important, like the stuff that you should watch if you're a fan of television. Like you actually recommended that I give Mad Men one last try because I started watching it a couple times. I'm like, I don't like this whole like, I don't like the main character Don Draper. He's a dick, like, and I couldn't get past it. But I finally watched it. I'm so glad you recommended that I stick through because it was really good and it
gets good, yeah.
It was a great binge. I watched the whole fucking thing maybe in a month or less or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe should I watch Cobra Kai?
I would encourage you to watch some of it just to have an opinion about it
Okay.
and see what you think.
All right.
And honestly, like I said, it's something that would have never come up on my radar.
Yeah.
You have seen the original Karate Kids, right?
You said Karate Kids, plural?
There was more than one, yeah.
Yeah, not the remakes. I haven't seen the remakes.
No, there was with Daniel LaRusso. There was like 3.
There was
right?
Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 with Daniel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them all. Yeah, I saw them all as a kid. I didn't see the remake with the first remake was with not Liza Minnelli, who's Hilary Swank. The next Karate Kid with Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith.
Jaden Allen Smith.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Jaden Pinkett Smith.
Oh, it is a sequel. I guess it is a sequel. It's not technically a remake. Thank you. Our guest is fuming. Oh, Hillary Swank. Okay. So if you have a comment for us, please comment in the chat. We're starting to gain a little bit of traction here, and we got some viewers here. Welcome. We're raising money for the Push Comedy Theater. Go to earprov.com or look above Brian, and you can go to streamelements.com/earprov/tip. There's a big donate button. We're trying to raise $300. We actually got a tip from, I miss this guy. We got a donation from Danielle Perez. Thank you, $20. Danielle, I don't know where that guy is. I think he might be overseas right now, but comment. Also, we're going to open up the phone lines in a little bit once we bring on our first guest at 917-426-6794. You can call in and talk to us about... Thank you. Ryan says he now wants to see Karate Kid with Liza Minnelli. you make it a chance. She may show up on Cobra Kai unannounced. Okay, and now it's time for... I don't know if I have a good... How about this one? It's time for our rant. It's kind of a spooky music.
It's spooky if you're like a ballerina who's afraid to do ballet.
Okay, it's rant time. Let's get ranty. Okay, I I fucking hate Cox Cable Internet, and at the risk of getting shut down, if somebody from Cox Cable is listening, our show gets fucking ruined if I lose connection at any point in time, it just shuts the fuck down. And last night, the internet went out for a second during a show, American Masturbators. We're only on the air for an hour and a half. Can you imagine if like TV went out for like a second and like?
And I called Cox Communications and told them I was calling on behalf of Earprov and explained to them our problems. It was almost as if they didn't care.
Yeah. Fuck Cox Cable, and plus where I am, I'm in Norfolk. There's a section of Norfolk where there's a monopoly. There is no Verizon. Like if I had Verizon FiOS, I think that shit, because my parents have that. That shit is reliable and it's fast and it's like it's a better product overall. I don't have that option, so I have one option to get internet. And Elon Musk, I can't wait for his fucking satellite internet because I hate Cox Cable. It's like I fucking hate it.
You're gonna support Elon Musk?
It sprinkles, and guess what? The internet goes down. It's so it starts to blow wind a little bit, and the internet goes down. I hate it. Fuck you, Cox Cable. All right, next rant.
My rant is the feeling of getting a text an hour after you showed up for your appointment, telling you your appointment was canceled. I was gonna get COVID tested today because can't be too careful. I get tested every 3 days.
It's an expensive hobby.
And I got 14 reminder texts from CVS,
Mhm.
so I would not forget my appointment. When I pulled up in a drive-thru to take the test, there was a sign on the window that said, "All testing today has been canceled. Sorry for the inconvenience." And for me, it was the inconvenience of driving across 2 cities and through a toll booth and a tunnel. And then I pulled away, and about 45 minutes later, I got another message telling me my appointment had been canceled.
Yeah.
Well after the appointment had taken place, would have taken place.
So,
So listen, CVS, as soon as the pandemic's over, I'm not coming there for testing anymore. You're losing me.
yeah. Fuck. I mean, the healthcare system overall, I don't want to get too political, but I mean, this has just been a goddamn shit show. And we have, like, speaking of the internet, we have ways to communicate. We have so many ways to communicate these days. And the fact that, like, the CVS can't communicate with you like the correct times, or like that they're shut down, is just a goddamn travesty.
This is America. There should be COVID tests right now
Yeah.
that are like a 22-ounce beer, and if you pee out red, you're positive, and if you pee out yellow, you're negative. There should be a flavor of Ben and Jerry's that if you eat it and your tongue turns a certain color, you're positive. Like, we should have that kind of testing right now.
I actually saw an article that that promoted the idea that a bag of weed should come with every vaccination, and it'll get more people vaccinated. And it's like, it's time to get creative, guys. I don't disagree. So, okay, and that was our rant and raves, and now we're gonna bring on one of our guests. He's been typing away. He's been correcting us with our movie knowledge here. Coming to the stage is one of our favorite guests, Matt Holman. Get the hell on out here, Matt Holman. Are you going away? You don't have to go away, Brian.
Yeah.
I can't remember what show this is.
Okay, all right. Matt Holman
Before I start,
needs.
can I talk about something?
Well, I'm gonna introduce because I didn't introduce you well. Matt Holman needs no introduction. Go for it. All right. Do you want to rant or do you want to rave?
Well, before I do my rant rave,
No.
I want to say that I was in the same boat as you, Brian, for Cobra Kai. And I had just finished rewatching *Halt and Catch Fire*, which is like a really dense, emotional, complex thing. And I was like, I want to watch something dumb. And I put on Cobra Kai and I blew through the whole thing in like 2 days. And so, yeah.
I'll recommend a follow-up when you're done with that.
Okay.
Now,
The Outer Banks.
oh no, Brian, really?
It's beautiful, beautiful garbage.
I'll put it on the list, but I'm not sure I'm going to get to that
Oh,
anytime
trust
soon.
me, brother. Trust me, trust me, trust me.
And by the way, so Holman actually helped me out as well because he recommended a really great show that I also gave up on, but he said, "Hey, keep going, it's worth it." Is the Leftovers? I didn't give it a chance because like Lindelof and Lost, I'm not a fan of those shows, but yeah, Leftovers was fucking great. So. Should I watch it? What do you think, Matt? If I like The Leftovers, will I like Cobra Kai?
Yeah, they're basically like just two sides of the same coin, but one side is really scratched up and idiotic, and the other side is not that.
Okay. Oh, Abba Samosa. She says, Holman, you look good.
Well, thank you, Abba. One of our favorites out there.
Yeah. All right. So if you're just joining us once again, we're raising money for the Push Comedy Theater. If you're so generous, then go to earprov.com or streamelements.com/earprov/tip. Throw us some money. Anything you feel comfortable with, $5, $10, $15, anything will help. And we're ranting and raving. So Matt Holman, you get to choose. You want to start with a rant? You want to start with a rave? What do you got for us?
I'll start with a rave.
Okay. All right. What are you loving right now?
Well, so can I tell a story about this before I get into it?
Yeah, we only have an hour and a half for the show,
minutes.
though.
Okay, 3 minutes. So I'm sitting in my room over the garage with my lovely girlfriend Allison, who I believe is out there watching last night, and we were watching Working Moms, which is a really cool Netflix CBC comedy, really crass and funny and badass. And my mom comes running in, and she wants to know about what the music from the movie The Incredibles sounds like. She's cheating in some kind of movie game with my dad.
Oh.
And so I went and I sang the music from The Incredibles because I know the music from The Incredibles so well, and it reminded me how great the soundtrack from The Incredibles is. That is what I want to rave about tonight, right
Hey,
now.
yeah, I thought, well, okay, that was, well, kudos on being a quick story, but also, that was so random, your mom, I was like, why the fuck does she, like, can she use the internet?
The best part is before that she ran in saying, "Matt, what's the song from the movie Ghostbusters sound like?"
Wait, what? She couldn't remember Ghostbusters?
It was
Were
some
they playing
movie.
musical Trivial Pursuit?
I don't know. It was this movie trivia game where at some points I guess they had to sing movie themes, and my mom apparently forgot the theme from the movie Ghostbusters. You know, the theme that the only words they say are Ghostbusters, and I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Well, I
So
thought it was The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You.
The heat is on. It's on the street. Okay, well, can you sing it a little bit for us? Because actually, I can't hear it in my mind either.
yeah, so for those of you that may not know about it, the movie The Incredibles was a hit Pixar movie from I think about 2004, 2005, about a family of superheroes where superheroes get outlawed, and then one of the former superheroes, Mr. Incredible, wants to go and become a superhero again.
And the mom's power is that ass.
Yeah, she was the first noticeable Pixar mom, as the subset is, which is basically just a mom with
Pixar MILFs.
yeah, with a dump truck, like 6 dump trucks up an ass, basically. And there is literally a scene I remember where Elastigirl is sneaking through the complex, and she like looks at her ass in the mirror and like pokes it, and it jiggles, and everyone's like, "Oh." That's when everyone orgasms. But I'm getting off track.
Abba Samosa says she has to hold all that elastic somewhere, Garrity.
She actually, yeah, she can't stretch. It's just her butt that stretches. So the music from The Incredibles was written by Michael Giacchino, who a lot of people might know. Actually, funny enough, because he's a big Damon Lindelof collaborator. He's written. He wrote a lot of the music. He wrote the music for Lost.
Okay.
He wrote the music for Alias as well, which was also J.J. Abrams. Big video game music writer as well. But what it is it's like based in like 1960s spy movie music. So it's like a lot of horns and trumpets.
Yeah.
And there's 2 pieces that I always remember. There is. So in the movie The Incredibles, spoiler alert if you haven't seen a movie that's 16 years old, but if you haven't, I don't think you're going to see it anyway.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares. Yeah.
Brian just took his headphones off. And there's a scene where Mr. Incredible finds out that all of the superheroes that he worked with previously are all dead.
And buried in his wife's ass.
And they've all been killed by this villain that's basically trying to kill him.
Yeah.
That turns out that the only reason that he got hired to be a superhero again was to be killed by this villain.
Okay.
And it's this piece, and it just goes da na na da 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 da, and it just like it's just that over and over, but then it like builds and they like layer these instruments on top, and it's really cool. That's one of the pieces that sticks in my head.
Awesome.
From that. And then also there's this one where after Mr. Incredible has started to become a superhero again, like his marriage was in trouble a little bit, but now he's like virile and like excited and feels like he's young again. And it's this one that it's only like a 1-minute montage, but like I remember it so because it's like ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum da-da-dum bum ba-da-da-da-dum ba-da-dun dun da-da-dun dun da-da-da-da-da da-da-da-da-da, and there's this part where he's like lifting a train, and then it's like ba 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 da bam wow ba da da ba da ba ba da ba 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 da, and then like there's this other part where it's like ba da da do 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 wow wow ba da do ba do ba wow wow. It's really cool.
I love this. Well, round of applause for Holman.
You can listen to the soundtrack on Spotify if you'd like to. It's like a really upbeat, happy soundtrack, and so
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I would very much recommend it.
Okay, so and Patrick C. Taylor says, was that My Cherie Amore by Stevie Wonder?
Stevie Wonder? No, I wish it was though. I love that song.
Thank you to Dave Garrity fan 420 donated $5.
So real quick, I was talking to my kid today.
Yeah.
And
Uh-oh. Did we just lose Brian?
Oh, great. I was talking to my kid today, and he said he loves Matt Holman. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, we lost Brian.
He said he was going to murder me when I was in the middle of ranting and raving.
He calls him Pa, the fan 420. He said that was hilarious. It blew his. Moving on.
We heard exactly none of that, Brian. We heard.
I just got a message that my internet was unstable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
We heard. I was talking to my kid today, Ed.
And it went well. Moving on.
Okay. Cool.
Time for your rant. What's your rant? There's no.
My
face.
rant is about everything else about the movie The Incredibles.
Oh
No,
my
no,
God.
that would be terrible. My rant is about the weird ads that Facebook has been sending me recently.
Oh, okay.
So I have this weird problem, and I think I've probably told you two about it already, and probably there's a few people out here that know it.
Yeah.
Where like every couple months, Facebook starts sending me ads for women's lingerie, and specifically women's lingerie for business women. So it's like specifically marketed towards like women who are business women on the go and things like that. But I'm still getting those ads. I don't know how to stop them. I click on them and I tell them this doesn't interest me. And then like a couple months passed. But now I have started getting ads for concealed weapon holsters.
Whoa.
Of multiple kinds, along with the lingerie ads. I got an ad for some kind of fancy phone connected like tampon as well today. But the weirdest thing that I've been finding is that I keep getting these ads for concealed weapons. As someone that is not a gun person or anything like that does not post anything relating to guns on my Facebook, I cannot figure out and it's like stuff like holsters that you can put at like the small of your back so it doesn't look like you have a holster. And then there was one that was like a knife holster that could fit like inside of your pants. And that has like you could like cut a hole and like pull a knife out super quick.
What the fuck?
And I'm very concerned about what I've been posting that makes Facebook think that I'm the kind of guy.
This.
Oh,
I think I can
okay.
explain this.
Yes.
Sometimes the micro-targeting doesn't go any further than, is he an American? We like our chances.
If there's things I know about Americans, they like phone-connected tampons, businesswomen lingerie, and concealed weapons.
Okay.
You're gonna like 2 of the 3 on average. Yeah.
We're now gonna open up the phone lines, by the way. So if you want to talk with Matt, if you agree or disagree with his rant or his rave, or you just want to say hi, call us at 917-426-6794. The phone lines may be very, very busy, so please wait your turn, wait in line, and keep donating at earprov.com.
We'll take the 10th caller.
We'll take the 10th caller. Okay. But thank you, Matt. Give it up for Matt. Matt, stick around. We're going to introduce our next guest. Our next guest coming to the stage is, and by the way, look out for Matt. We'll talk at the end. He has a show coming up next weekend, a poetry show, which we're going to introduce for the first time here on Earprov. So we'll get to that in a bit. But
did you name it Slam Jam? Thank you, ma'am.
no. Okay. I was trying some Incredibles music.
Oh.
Okay.
Do we want introduction theme music for people?
Yeah, can you sing a ditty for her?
Yeah.
Candace
Candace
Goldmeyer, come on out here, Candace. Ladies and gentlemen, Candace Goldmeyer. She is the. Are you here, Candace? Or should she leave?
No, she's in the.
She might be having trouble with her 1990s model laptop.
Well, she's the host of What Is It, the Instagram game show where she shows pictures of zoomed in, blurry images, and you guess what is it. The prize is just to know that you won an Instagram game show. But
No,
I guess
the prize is validation.
I guess she goes.
Oh my
there
God!
she is!
What
Hey!
a journey that was.
Welcome,
God.
Candace. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. This fucking ancient computer
Is
just driving me crazy.
Are we in the rant portion
Um,
already, or because I gotta play the
I
music?
think so.
Okay, here's
I
your
just- I
rant.
had another-
It's Candace's rant. Go for it. Hit it, Candace.
All right. So my original rant was something else. This is a sub rant. But like I don't know why like we can't build technology to last past like a few years. Like
Yeah.
this was my most expensive electronic purchase. I built it from scratch. I
Oh, wow.
special ordered the parts for this laptop so that I could fart around on Adobe Illustrator and do a bunch of other stuff too while I was on it. But now I can't even open Internet Explorer.
Jesus.
It's damn McAfee. Every day I open my computer and it's McAfee wanting me to take a big shit on his chest. And I can't fucking stand it. But anyway.
I think Candace didn't learn the lesson of 9/11.
Jesus Christ. Wait, Brian, what are you
What
doing?
Oh, man.
What?
We have to the lessons from 9/11. We have to buy new laptops every 3 years or the terrorists win.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for that, Brian. A round of
Okay.
applause for Brian Garrity for getting in 9/11 in a
Oh,
family
yeah.
show. This is a family show, Brian. Okay. We're very sensitive people. Okay.
Yeah, I really hoped that we all learned our lesson after 9/11.
If there is one lesson
All
that
right.
this country could take away from 9/11,
I wasn't expecting that
It's
reaction, but
consume
it's
more
just-
electronics.
I wasn't expecting that reaction, but it's a sincere observation. The mandate. in
Double
the
down.
days
This is where
after-
Brian doubles down on it. Go for it,
the,
Brian.
the mandate in the days after was to keep working and keep buying, or the terrorists would win.
Okay.
And so you need to buy a new laptop every 3 years, or the terrorists win.
Okay. Thank you so
I'm
much.
out.
This is okay. This is awesome. Well, I agree, Candace. If you were listening to my rant, it was about internet, and yeah, it's crazy where it seems like we're living in the future, but we're quite not. Like we're not at the Jetsons level. We're not at the Lost in Space level. We have everything at our fingertips, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's just out of reach, and sometimes it never fucking works. And so, what's the point?
Yeah. It's like a bar in Star Wars where we have like the most fucking like ridiculous spaceship aircraft. However, they have to turn a tap and sludge comes out, and that's what people drink. That's what it fucking feels like. It's
That's
just
a good point.
like we can't filter out our space ale, but we have these like floating aircraft that have 1,000 fucking rooms that you can jerk off in. It just like pisses me off.
can
Okay.
can we do
All
a
right.
show where Candace
My-
just talks about Star Wars?
I know. I agree. I completely agree. All right. So let me play the music. I forgot what.
Like, I don't pay attention.
Let's move on to your rave. Let's move on to Candace's rave. Here we go. What are you loving
Alright.
right now? What are you loving right now?
So I've developed this love over the span of 12 hours. I've been watching this show for 12 hours. I discovered it this morning and I'm absolutely in love. It's called Earth to Ned and it's on Disney Plus. It's a Jim Henson production. So it's puppets.
Ooh.
And what it is it's a talk show hosted by an alien puppet named Ned. So it's like Earth to Ned, as in like hello Earth to Ned, but Ned, that it's very attitude about it where he's like he thinks it's like Earth to Ned. So like he is so fun, so sweet, and he has, of course, there's always a sidekick
Yeah.
co-host. He's like the Andy Riker, or what's it? I forget
Richter.
his last name.
Like the, or like the Brian Garrity.
But he's like Andy to Conan. Yeah, or the Brian Garrity to Michael. And his name's Cornelius. He's another alien.
Yeah.
And it's so great. Like Cornelius always has this like banter and this like very familiar correspondence with the guests, and it makes Ned very uneasy that they have a better rapport than Ned does, because Ned just has so much ego about being a host. The real reason that he's doing he was sent to Earth by his father to destroy Earth.
Oh my
However,
God.
after seeing what Earth is like, he changed his mind and he decided to find out more about it by interviewing humans and beaming them up to the spacecraft one at a time to interview them. So it's celebrities that are being brought onto the show, but they're talking about art and social media and all of these things. Family friendly, but it's so
She's got
funny
netted.
that I know. I mean, it just makes me laugh so much knowing that there's three different people working this alien puppet.
That is fucking. It's
named
another.
Ned.
It's another show I have
And,
not heard a thing about, but it sounds up my alley. Especially the whole like Muppets with people. Reminds me of another. Again, I'm a sci-fi. I love sci-fi. I love the
great.
show Farscape, and it's kind of an older. It was actually one of the first like big sci-fi original shows, and it's basically Muppets in space. Like it. I mean, it has like these creatures. Like the pilot is like a full animatronic Muppet kind of. And it's really a fun show. I think there's a lot of like fans of it out there. If you're just joining us, Candace Gallmeyer just gave her rant and her rave, and she fucking hates technology almost as much as I do, but also loves it, and also loves
God.
Earth to Ned, which I want to check out. The phone lines are open, so if you want to talk to me or Brian or Matt or Candace, call in at 917-426-6794. Even if we move on to a new guest, just call in and talk to us. I also want to shout out Steve Garrity, 690, which is 669 and then a 0 at the end. Donated $5. Thank you, Steve Garrity, 690.
Steve Garrity?
So this is a new thing. I think it was a new thing last night, Brian. Yeah. Now, not only is there Dave Garrity fan 420, there's also Steve Garrity 690 who also donated.
I have my oldest cousin. His name's Steve Garrity.
Wait,
Yeah,
really?
that's who it is, obviously.
And it's really cool too. I'll put it in the chat because the comment is a word art GIF. So I'm gonna post that in the chat right here. It's a penis. Oh, we got a call. Hi there. Welcome to Ranting and Raving. You're on the air. Who are we talking with?
This is Patrick C. Taylor.
Hey, Patrick C.
Hey.
Taylor.
Hey, Pat.
Hey.
He's a good
Hey,
friend
Candace.
of ours. He is a regular performer on earprov.com shows. What do you want to share? What are you ranting and raving about? You got a question? What do you got?
Well, first I want to rant about this is a rave and a rant. I'm going to rave about Candace's show. What is it? Which is a fun thing to play.
Oh,
But I'm going to rant about the fact that
Thank you.
Instagram stories
So
stories end too soon, and I missed the results show, and I don't know if I won this week. Candace, go in.
They're available for 24 hours. What are you talking about? Come
And
on, dude.
And she
I
also
know.
tags you
I guess
if you
I just had a
win,
very
so if
busy
you're not
next
getting
day.
tagged, I think you got your answer.
Yeah, if you're not getting tagged, you're not winning.
I
So
got
you did not
tagged,
win,
but
no.
I couldn't
I think
see
you
what
had
the tag was.
I think you had 3 correct.
It was probably more like I got tagged because I made some wrong answer that you made fun of, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that
Well, that's
was.
very
Yep.
sweet of you. Thank you, Patrick. We're all very big fans of What Is It game show as well. What do you want to rant about? What's grinding your gears, Patrick?
And just in terms of what Holman was talking about, I want to rant about how could they take so long to work on The Incredibles 2 and it's such a mediocre movie.
But did you end up liking Incredibles 2?
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I've watched it once, and because I love The Incredibles so much, I walked out of The Incredibles 2 being like, it was good, but I wanted more than good because I love the first Incredibles so much. And now I think my opinion has worsened and worsened. Maybe not based so much on the quality of the movie, but just the fact that I didn't get another Incredibles out of The Incredibles 2.
Yeah,
I agree.
I kind of barely remember Incredibles 2. I mean, I'm a huge Incredibles fan, and when I watched 2, I just kept thinking, I was like, this would have been great 10 years ago. Like, and it may have spawned an Incredibles 3, which would have been even more incredible, but it's like, why even do it now? I think there's that kind of thing with, like, bands that reunite, where it's like, you're all hyped about, like, one of my favorite bands, At the Drive-In, like, reunited and did, like, a new album. I think it was At the Drive-In. Also, Rage Against the Machine reunited and did something, and it was like, I would have liked this 10 years ago, but now I'm kind of past that point.
I feel like you guys didn't learn the lessons of the War of 1812.
Was it to upgrade your laptop every 3 years?
Too soon.
It was that 10 years from now. It's not going to be a school.
Patrick,
Uninstall McAfee.
Patrick, thank you so much for calling in. We appreciate your support. Have a good night. Keep ranting, keep raving. Okay, well, Candace, thank you for your rant and rave. We're on to our next guest. We're motoring through. I can't wait to get to the last two guests. And once again, if you want to call in and chit-chat and talk, rant and rave about whatever you want, do just like Patrick did at 917-426-6794 and keep on donating at earprov.com to Push Comedy Theater. Here we go. She is a new friend of mine, and well, I mean, hopefully she's a friend of mine. She's awesome. I hope she'll say that she's my friend. You probably recently saw her on earprov.com's The Jam, an inclusion and diversity improv jam, and she was fucking hilarious. I think of her as a friend now and part of the crew. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage is Davine. Come on out here, Davine. Get the hell out here.
Hey. Hi, Matt. Hi, everybody.
Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
Good. And so yeah, we had a blast at the Jam, and that happens every second Saturday of the month. And hopefully you're going to be on a lot of these because you're awesome. I've only met you a couple times. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. People are making me say stupid things now, which is good because we're getting your money, so I'll say it. Thank you to Dick Garrity's anus. Thank you.
Dick Garrity's what, Matt?
Dick Garrity's anus donated $5 and said,
"Oh, how sweet!"
Also, Matt Holman got off the screen for some reason.
Yeah, you can come back.
Those two things might be related.
He said,
That's a generous dick.
That is a very.
He said,
It's the dick that keeps on giving.
So Dick Garrity's anus's rant is fuck spam phone calls, which I agree. I hate that. And I have a Google Pixel. It does a really good job at weeding those out. It has like an automatic call screen. I don't know if there are other like Apple. Does Apple have that?
I've renewed the warranty on my car 10 times and it still keeps expiring.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't even know why I have you on the show.
On the phone the other day for 25 minutes, and it was the best time I had all week.
Okay, let's get to Davine. All right, I'm sorry, Davine. I introduced you and I'm like, hey, fuck off. Davine, we want to hear. We want to hear a rant or a rave. What are you loving right now? What are you hating on right now? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to start? It's all on you.
I'm gonna start with a rave.
Okay, I'm gonna play the rave music. Let's rave with Davine. What do you got? What do you got?
All right. So I've been obsessed lately about bologna.
Are you serious?
Yes. It's like bologna is the Celine Dion of deli meat. All right. Nobody admits they love it, but somehow she makes tons of money, and there's bologna in every grocery, in every freaking store across every country. Like bologna's everywhere, but I wanted to like stand in the grocery and just film people buying bologna and say who buys it. But anyway, so lately I've been like craving for it, and I bought it, and I don't know if Oscar Myers is like monopolizing this whole thing. It doesn't have that little vintage red string that you pull off anymore, like from our childhood.
What?
And
those are killing the turtles.
I know, but I mean, I used to eat it. Apparently it's wax you're not supposed to eat, but Asians eat everything. But my kids wanted to eat bologna because they're so bougie. They're like, Ma, I never had bologna. I want to feel like down to earth with the kids too, I mean, we're Cambodian refugees after all. Can I have a taste of poverty? And I'm like, okay. So we bought them some bologna and they loved it, on a nice baguette with some strong moutarde forte. It became like fancy. And I think that bologna just has a bad marketing, because if you sold it in a different section, wrapped in wax paper with a sticker with a piggy on it, it'd be like fancy as fuck. It would be like mortadella, which is kind of bologna. But anyways, people are like, oh, this is so fancy because we don't even have to chew. You put the whole animal in the machine and it's already like grinding. Who cares about foie gras when you can eat pig's testicles and eyeballs?
Okay, hang tight, Davine. I love this. We're getting a call from, hello, you're on the air. We're going to get to Davine in a little bit. Who are we speaking to?
Hello, it's Anthony.
Anthony, what's up, Anthony? We know Anthony. He actually performed last night at the American Masturbators as well. What can we help you with tonight, Sir Anthony?
There's just something I want to talk about.
Yeah, what is it?
Schitt's Creek is a television show. Some of you may have heard of it. and we've recently started watching Schitt's Creek,
Yeah.
and I think it's a good show. I like it. I think it's funny. Too many GIFs. There are too many GIFs or GIFs.
Yeah.
And too many. Every character. I feel like I'm constantly at risk of spoilers, and I just find them annoying.
Anthony, you are a genius, my friend. Yeah, actually, I've been watching Schitt's Creek as well. Not really my favorite show. I think people really, really, really love it, and so I was expecting something like maybe like Arrested Development. I really love that show, but Schitt's Creek is fine. Like, it's really fun. It's really breezy. I love the acting. Love Eugene Levy. But please, if you're out there, if you're listening, please lay off the Schitt's Creek spoiler gifs for Anthony.
Gifs and memes.
Gifs and memes. Thank you so much, Anthony.
Levy or Levy?
Eugene Levy.
No,
right?
I think it's Levy. I think he's right. I think it's
This isn't a place where you ask questions. It's just where you share information.
All right, thank you so much, Anthony. We're gonna get back to Devine. Have
we
a
have
good night,
no
Anthony.
answers here.
Take care. Did he hang up already?
Yeah, he hung up. He hung up on us.
Don't you hang up on me. All right, Devine, back to Devine. I can't believe you're and actually recently I've had a hankering for Spam. I think Spam also gets a bad rap.
Yeah, but Spam is making a comeback. It's like Twinkies and cupcakes, like all of a sudden it's cool. Like, I don't know. If you put Spam in seaweed, then you're like so woke, like it's so worldly. It's
I'm sorry. All I'm gonna think now is that Spam is the Twinkie of meat.
It is.
Yeah.
I think Brian Garrity is the Twinkie of co-hosts.
I think Candace her face is frozen, but you can still hear her.
This is awesome.
Oh, she is frozen. I thought she was. This is a.
And it was really bizarre to see her laugh without making any facial movement whatsoever.
You look good though. You're frozen. You're frozen in a really attractive pose, Candace. I want to.
Damn technology.
I want to
You're
get back
frozen
to
in a state of pondering whether you should join a convent.
All right, Devine, we're gonna hear your rant in a little bit, but we have one more call. All right, caller, you're on the line. Who are we talking to?
It's Anna Sosa.
Anna, how are you doing, Anna?
I'm enjoying the very cold apartment that you've set the AC to, Matt, so thank you.
I
think that qualifies as a rant.
I was calling about a rave.
Oh, what would you like to rave about, Anna?
Of course, I'm going to have to call up about Devine talking about bologna,
Mm-hmm.
of which I did not enjoy in sandwich form, but I encourage all of you to go to your Instacart or your Whole Foods Amazon and order yourself a pack of bologna and microwave it, but watch it while you're microwaving it until it turns into a little cup, which I honestly think that vegan bacons and tofurkey bacons have appropriated bologna and its microwavable texture because it gets this perfect kind of crispiness, and then you fill it with hot rice and you eat it like a bologna taco.
Holy shit.
Ooh, bologna taco.
Devine, have you done this before? You were saying yes.
Well, I did the microwave 10-second thing like an 80s kids, like a 10-year-old kid with cheese and a little bit of mustard. I draw a little heart on it. It's really cute.
I have never done this, so maybe I need to get bougie and buy some bologna.
Bologna Taco is the name of my Sum 41 cover band.
Nice.
Thank you so much for
That's
calling
all I
in.
got.
Thank you, Anna. Have a good night. Thank you for your rave. Okay, we're gonna get back to Devine. I love the calls. Keep on calling in. I want to thank Anita. Jesus Christ, Anita Potato donated $10. Thank you, Anita Potato. At least it wasn't vulgar. And then a classic. This guy loves the Bush Comedy Theater because I think he donates every show. Thank you to Dick Tembe Schlongtumbo for donating $10.
You have to read the message.
Wait, how do you know, Matt? How do you know?
What did you like to know?
It says, tell Cole say it was me. Tell Cole.
Yeah, tell Cersei it was me.
Oh.
From Game of Thrones.
Well,
it
thank
was
you.
me.
Whoever Dick Tembe Schlongtumbo is, thank you so much for the donation. We're currently at $55, which is awesome. Everything goes to the Push Comedy Theater if you're watching. Share this show with your friend, and you'll get a Nick Cage. Devine, we're back to you. So that was your rave. What are your rant? What are you hating right now? I'm going to play the music. Let's get ready to rant. Let's get ready to
Bring the hate.
Kapansky. Well, I already had problems with parents dressing their babies sexy. You know, I used to go to moms and be like, why is your 2-year-old wearing animal prints? And she was like, well, David, she doesn't have any skills yet. You know?
What the fuck?
And I thought, okay, you know, like it's just weird. But there's something that I hate even more now is seeing pets dressed in pantyhose on Instagram.
What Instagrams are you seeing this on?
I've seen this before.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it.
And they always pick a huge dog, like a Saint Bernard, very fluffy, and then they stuff it inside of pantyhose, and then they take a picture from behind, and it's walking with a little like dog sachet. It's like, hit that bitch. And it has all these pantyhose, and it's almost crotchless. It's wrong. It looks like the first episode of Black Mirror, you know, when the minister, the president wanted to fuck a pig. And I'm like, this is sick. It's just sick, and it's not cute at all. All right.
Oh, God.
And I just think it's disgusting. I mean, I see that on cats. I don't even like little hedgehog wearing socks. Okay, they look like they're on their backs, like waiting for their pap smear test, and they have little socks on. I just don't like. Don't put lingerie on animals. Okay, just stop that. Stop that nonsense.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, I don't know anybody personally. I don't know what kind of. I've seen these before, Davine. So thank you for bringing this up. So this hits home as well. It does. I don't know if I like it or if I don't like it or if I don't like myself for liking it. But somehow it does affect me. I don't know who's the kind of person who does that. Like, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it lingerie for business cats?
Hey Cole,
Yeah.
when you ask what's the kind of person that does this, you do know who our next guest is, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the best introduction anyone can have. So coming to the stage is somebody who would put lingerie on their cat. April Shannon Threed, come on out here.
I just want to say I have never put lingerie on my cat. But he does have lots of costumes. He has a costume box that kind of rivals my costume room.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, April. April was on, like I said, American Master Debaters last night. She mostly showed her tits, which was awesome. Like it was the costume choice of the night.
I think it was recorded if you need to see it.
Yes, go to earprov.com and watch that. But actually, going back to Davine, where can people watch you and where do you perform and that kind of thing?
Well, I have a website, it's davinecomedy.com, so you can see all my shows and everything. But or on social media, I mean, I post all my flyers.
Yeah,
mostly Zoom shows. Yay!
Awesome. Yeah.
For now,
we love you. I mean, you're so goddamn hilarious, and we're so awesome that you're part of the Push Comedy Theater. And if you're watching out here, look up Davine. It's Davine Kerr Comedy. Wait,
just Davine Comedy.
Davine Comedy. Okay, DavineComedy.com.
Yeah.
All right, back to April. Okay, and I love, look at, you're great at costumes. You got cat ears and a horn on.
I do. Well, my bird kept landing on my head, and so the horn kept him off.
Like what they do to keep pigeons off and like.
That's the show, y'all. Thanks for coming. We're not gonna beat that.
Yeah, we're not gonna beat that tonight. This is pure rant. This is pure rave. If you're just joining us and watching it, please donate. You'll get a Nick Cage. Like the stream, share the stream. We're gonna be on for maybe 20 more minutes or so. We're gonna find out what April is ranting and raving about. We'll take some more calls. If you want to call us, go to 917-426-6794. All right, April. What are you loving? What are you hating? Where do you want to start?
Well, normally I like ending on the positive, but I think this time I want to start with the raving.
You're starting with what?
Raving.
All right, let's rave.
I feel like Tim Gunn's about to yell at me.
Maybe.
If he sees what's behind you, he is.
All right, let's hear what you're loving right now, April.
So this is an older thing that I love, but sticking on the television theme, I love Animaniacs, but the original Animaniacs. So much that at the beginning of quarantine, I ordered the entire DVD collection off of Amazon.
Nice.
So I own all of the Animaniacs too.
So I loved it and I watched it as a kid. I don't know when it actually aired. Was it 94 or?
I was a senior in high school. It was on that year for sure. So that was 97, 96, 97.
Oh, wow.
I just
Okay.
started in 94, 95.
Okay, cool.
And I rewatched it recently, and it encompasses so much. It's this great like cartoon, and it's cute, but on an adult level, they're like, "Hello, nurse." You know, they got that whole thing going. There's a lot more adult jokes that I didn't catch when I was a teenager that I caught now, and I have to say, I really appreciate the variety of characters. It's not just the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sister Dot.
Favorite tertiary character or separate character?
I like the Good Feathers, which is probably not a surprise to anybody.
Oh, and it's like the good
I
fellas.
find that to be pornographic in nature.
The pigeon said.
Yes. They crack me up, and I can relate to the dumb one.
Oh, April.
Aw.
April's got a lot of self-confidence. So now on the topic is I was reading about Animaniacs and stuff, and maybe gearing up to watch the new one. Have you watched the new one or no?
I did.
I did. So you don't like it?
Don't want to talk about that as my I like it, but I don't think it has the same good quality. It doesn't have the variety of the original show.
Well, it's almost like we were just talking about like The Incredibles 2, where it's like you all of a sudden come back out with something, and it's like at this point you might as well do something different. Like who wanted more Animaniacs in the year 2020, you know?
I would have enjoyed more Animaniacs with all of the additional characters. That was I think that's the downfall.
Wait, they didn't bring back like the older other characters?
Do you want the spoiler?
Yes.
No.
What? Why not? It's not a spoiler. You're not giving away specifics.
Cover your ears if you don't want the spoiler, and I'll give you the okay. I'll give you
All right,
the
spoiler
I'll give you the
alert.
thumbs up.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
The only recurring character in a sketch is Chicken Boo. Is in one sketch.
The only?
Yeah, they mention all of them. So a couple of them. Oh, and the guard. You see the guard.
No
quite
Pinky in the
often.
Brain? No Pinky in the Brain.
No more Mindy.
They
No
do
more
have
Mindy?
Pinky in the Brain. Okay, I'm lying. I'm a liar. They have Pinky in the Brain in every episode.
Wait. Brian just shaking his head.
Well, can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, please,
Yes.
Brian.
Was this supposed to carry on with this show like everything's normal? When Matt Holman has a dog with its ass hanging out in his background, I'm just supposed to act like that's okay.
No.
I'm trying to
found it.
I'm googling Zoom help how to turn off one person's video when you're not the host.
Dog had a prolapse.
He's wearing it. I hate it.
That dog's looking right through my soul and taunting me
They have that same
with
wig,
that,
by the
with
way.
that ass.
That's like
Backup
ostrich wearing
dancer for
overall.
Lady Gaga.
And by the way, if you look in that dog's eyes, that dog's sad. That dog did not sign up for this.
Here, I'm gonna match that dog right now.
And
Okay.
is that the good feather on your shirt?
Oh no, this is the pigeon. I can't remember what his name is, but he's the mascot of one of my favorite pop punk bands. And I just bought the 10th anniversary vinyl release of one of their favorite albums, and they sent this with it.
Well,
Okay.
for tonight he's a good feather from the new season.
Why does a pop
A
punk?
recurring good feather from the new season.
Why does a pop
Get
punk
that
band have to have a
picture
mascot?
off your screen.
I did not consent.
Okay, I'll remove it. This was all I wanted was this moment, so
Brian-
I'm satisfied.
Brian, did you watch the Animaniacs?
Yes, but I don't want to say what years because it'll age me. I watched it in like 94, 95 when I was in college.
Brian, you're only a year older than me, so you're also aging me. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brian. God, you ruined it.
Stop aging people already.
At least I'm not putting a dog's ass in your sultry dog's ass in your face.
All right, before we get to your rant, right above Matt Holman, right above the dog. Oh, you left
I
the
can
dog.
put the dog back.
Yeah, right above the dog. You can call us at 917-426-6794. Talk to us about anything we talked about tonight or anything you want to rant and rave about. Let's get real. Okay. Thank you, April. I'm not sure. So you don't give a glowing endorsement to the new Animaniacs, so I may not watch it. I may start with the Ned show. I like Earth
Can I
to Ned.
add can I add
I
something
did
to the
some
Animaniacs?
Yes, but we got to call
I
real
did some
quick.
research
All right, we
on
got to call.
Earth to Ned.
Hey, hello. You are on the air. What's your name?
Hi, this is the tampon that's activated by a cell phone.
Welcome, Tampon. What do you want to rant and rave about?
I had a rant actually kind of related to Animaniacs.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, you repeat things that you think are funny from TV.
Yeah.
And I was around my mom, and I repeated something the security guard had said on that show. He said something about a choo-choo train. And this triggered my mom for some reason. And she was like, never say that word again. Do not say choo-choo train, or you will not be able to watch that show ever again.
What the fuck? Why? What? Why?
I don't know.
You have to find
My
out.
mom-
Can you call your mom? Call your mom and tell her to call 917-426-6794. We need to hear from your mom. We need to interview
We need
her.
a show about cartoon that traumatized
We
us,
want to
'cause I
hear
couldn't
from a
say
tampon's
He-Man.
mom.
Yeah, we want to hear from a tampon's mom.
Yeah, she said something about like that's baby talk, you know.
Oh, she didn't like that you were doing baby talk. Is that what you said?
I suppose.
Baby
yeah.
talk.
Oh, like when Plucky Duck in the elevator, and Plucky Duck goes, "Elevator, go down the hole. Plucky Duck, go down the hole." That one. Sorry.
I love that. Well, Tampon, do you have any last words or any questions for our panel?
What's your favorite brand of tampons?
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. We're going to answer that question right now. Thank you, Tampon, activated by Bluetooth. Favorite brand of tampon, Matt Holman.
I don't know.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Diva Cup.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
We don't need them anymore, so
Yeah.
I have no opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So some Diva Cups are dishwasher safe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Just like anal beads.
So I think
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure. Somebody I know put theirs in a dishwasher and it completely like melted it. So I think not all of them are. So check the tag
Wow.
on the Diva Cup and make sure it's dishwasher safe.
You also should make sure you don't, if you're doing the water boiling thing, that you don't let the water boil out of the pot while your Diva Cup is in there. That's also bad. I've heard.
Oh.
How long were you gone? Like a long weekend?
It wasn't me. I don't know.
You know
Last
that girl,
time I
she
put
couldn't say.
my Diva Cup in the dishwasher, my roommate thought that it was like a dipping sauce dish.
Yuck.
I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of dipping sauce.
Brian shakes his head at that one. Brian, the guy who did the
Bring
9/11
the
joke
dog
earlier.
back.
I mean, if that's what you want.
Let me. I'm neglecting the chat here. Abasamosa says, April, you need to do the research, watch all the episodes, and find that security officer line. Also, Abasamosa says, have you ever heard of a sea pearl? Oh shit! Should I look that up, or is this like the dog and pantyhose thing? Should I not look it up?
Sea
I'm
Pearl is the
scared.
most famous dog and pantyhose model.
No.
I know I've never heard of a sea pearl, but until last night I'd never heard of felching. So
Felting? I need
What's
to research
felching?
that.
Oh, sea
He
pearls.
was the principal on Saved by the Bell.
You should look up cake farts too.
Oh, okay. So sea pearls, it's a reusable sea sponge.
Oh.
So
Oh.
that seems mean to
So-
the sea sponge.
Yeah, aren't they like alive?
What do they do with a sea sponge?
I guess it's okay.
They
It's-
reuse it.
Yeah, you pop
shove
it up there.
Just like
Yeah.
everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Abasamosa
How do you think the
says-
Little Mermaid handles this thing?
I thought it was just to texturize your walls like in the 90s, you know?
I use it for that. That's my bedroom has that painting, by the way. Sponge painting everywhere.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Abasamosa says it's an exoskeleton from what used to be a living creature, but now it's used as a tampon. You just pop that exoskeleton in your peck, which I know a little bit of Tagalog, and I know what that means.
Does that mean chest muscles?
Fish pussy. It means fish pussy. Okay.
Peck.
Wait, fishes don't have periods, right?
Okay, and Fisher Garrett, by the way.
What do you think red tide is, bro?
Do you need marine animal sex facts? Because I got a whole show with that.
Mute her.
We do.
So theoretically, because the Little Mermaid is bottom half fish, she wouldn't have a period. Now, if she was
So she has half a period.
if she was a maid mer, where she had a bottom half human, top half fish. She'd
Okay,
have.
no, that makes the
My
most sense.
mermaid
lays
friend-
eggs.
My mermaid friend would say, "Would you ask your mother these questions?"
Yeah, probably.
Says the lady that's wearing a horn to get the bird off her head.
In the comments, Fisher.
He means stinky penis, by the way.
Oh, does it? In the comments, Fisher Garrett says don't do it. I think I did it, Fisher. I looked up the sea pearl. All right, if you're listening and you want to talk to us, 917-426-6794. We'll be on for a few more minutes, and we do have to listen. That sounded bad. We do have to listen. No, we're gonna get.
Oh, we still have one more obligation, I believe.
I do have a little fun fact though. I just looked up Earth to Ned.
Okay.
The voice actor for Ned is actually a former voice actor who worked on the Animaniacs.
Oh, there you go. It all comes together.
And also, but the other
Paul
connection.
Rudd.
Oh no, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, his name's Paul Rudd. He voiced the Animaniacs,
Wait,
and now
Paul Rudd or Paul Rugg?
No, Rudd.
Paul Rugg.
That would be weird if you were like Paul Rudd. Yeah, that dude from the Animaniacs.
I would like Paul Rudd very much. I'm just saying.
Well, there's also another connection between the Animaniacs and one of our other rants and raves, because what do the Animaniacs have in their slacks?
Baloney.
Oh shit! It all comes full circle.
My God.
And Michael Giacchino wrote the theme for Animaniacs.
And a rug is what they used to call reusable tampons in the Old West.
What? I was wondering where we were gonna place the tampon. But it was okay.
All right.
You always know where to
So when
place
you wear
tampon,
pantyhose.
Candace.
I'm
We're
glad we got that.
gonna get to April's rant now, and she said she didn't want to end on a negative note, so we'll need you guys to call in if you're listening and watching the show out here to end on a positive note. But here we go. It is April's rant.
Happy rant music.
Yeah, I guess so.
Borat music.
Oh, God.
All right.
Is that
What are you hating
copyright
on?
protected?
What are you hating on right now, April?
Okay, I am hating on Chub Rub. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I just learned that word.
I thought it was a hip hop artist.
See all of these things.
Learned
All
that
of
word
you're
this
thinking
week.
of.
Chub.
All right. Explain. What is Chub Rub, April?
Okay, Chub Rub is when your thighs are rubbing together and you get all like chafed. But there's another step to that. Like, it really sucks when you go to Busch Gardens and you're wearing like denim shorts and you ride Roman Rapids and then they're wet the whole day because you're at Busch Gardens all day, and now you've got like chafing and you've got to put like baby butt cream on your legs. That sucks. But what makes it even worse is in the wintertime, your thighs still do the rubby thing, but you have pants on and you end up with this shit
Oh
in
my-
your work pants.
Holy
You end up
shit!
with holes. There's a hole in my pants.
I wasn't sure if it was shit. Okay.
No, it's a hole. Look, my finger can go in there. It's a hole.
Oh my
Right.
God!
Makes it a lot easier to put a diva cup up there. Though.
Or a sea
Or
pearl.
baloney.
So this is the stuff that happens with Chub Rub on your thighs.
How long did it take to get a hole in there?
I bought these. These are Old Navy pants. No, they're Dickies that I got at Old Navy. Probably the end of last winter, but mind you, I didn't wear them all summer. So a lot of it depends on the quality of the pants, and
Yeah.
Dickies last me a little bit longer. I just bought a pair of $20 Walmart pants that I'm probably going to last me another month. Because this happens, and then this shit happens, and that sucks. That sucks. When the pants rip off.
Easy Hulk Hogan.
So kinky.
I have had that happen to a couple pairs of my pants where it rubs together and almost I could start a fire down there.
April's about to snap into a Slim Jim.
And it's not even like, it's not at a seam. I had this happen to me a year ago at work. I bent over to catch some fish at
Oh God. Oh
Wow.
no.
a little bit, and I was like, oh shit, did this really just happen? Did my pants just rip? And so I told my boss, who's like our vice president, who was with me, and I was like, Chris, the chub rub just happened, and my pants have a hole in them. And she said, go put some duct tape on it. And I'm like, it's 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. and I have to go the next 8 hours teaching children. And you want me to wrap the hole in my upper thigh in duct tape? Nope. I'm gonna take a half hour and go buy some pants.
Children are so cruel.
So yes,
I had that happen in the pandemic. I had a pair that I could tell was like it's wearing thin around the crotch.
Yes.
I just thought it was because of my massive dong, but they finally. They finally wore a hole in them, and actually I still wore them, because I'm mostly on Zoom during work and stuff, like during work meetings and that sort of thing, but I'm like, fuck it. But I finally decided for my own self-dignity and self-worth, I threw them away. I did the same thing you did. I was like, fuck you, pandemic pants. I ripped the fucking crotch out of them and threw them the fuck away.
I think the weirdest thing about your massive dong is also the fact that it has the consistency of sandpaper. Because it's just wearing through denim, apparently, all the time.
I thought chub meant boner. I just learned that this week. So chub rub is not intuitive for me. Like,
well, chub does
I know.
mean
I was
boner.
gonna say I got my first chub rub in high school, and I didn't have fun either.
I told my husband that I was going to talk about chub rub tonight, and he goes, "What do you know about chub rub?"
He goes, "You're gonna need this. You're gonna need this horn."
I feel like you guys are judging my horn here.
Abasamosa says, "Oh dear April, I feel you. It's a classist issue. Old Navy makes very shitty clothes." So
I'm wearing Old Navy pants right now.
well, be careful. They could fall
I
apart
know.
any second.
They're getting thin. You probably don't know it, but they're getting thin, and then one day you're just going to hear that. What it sounds like.
I think they're okay.
Okay, well that was awesome. Thank you for that rant, and I feel you, April. We're gonna have the lines open. We're gonna talk a little bit longer. 917-426-6794. If you got a question. Let's see. Anybody else have a bonus rant or rave that we want to talk about?
I didn't share my real rant.
Wait, what's your real rant?
I had a sub rant, and it went on for too long.
Well, go for it. That's what we're here for. A sub rant.
Okay. I am fed up with TikTok teens.
Well, why?
Pretending to be sexy on the internet.
Ooh.
Or just like flaunting their 80-pound bodies. I'm fucking sick of it.
And don't get chub rub.
They're far too young. They have no chub rub in the future. And they're doing dances that are stupid. And here I am. I have to host a whole goddamn game show on the internet to get any goddamn attention. But these girls are out here wearing puka shells like they're coming back in style. And shaking their butt and getting 1 million views. And it pisses me off.
You write back 1,000,001.
But yeah, Candace, what did you do when you were a teen? Didn't you have some sort of thing that you did, like TikTok?
No, I did. When I was a teenage girl, I wore blue eyeliner and lip liner, and I put on way too much of my mom's makeup, and I wore baggy t-shirts and tied a knot in the front, and I wore really horrendous clothing. And these girls are getting away with not having that phase at all.
Yes.
And I'm outraged.
I'm sure there's still plenty of teenage girls that are having that same phase. They're just not the people that are going on TikTok and doing that.
It's outrageous.
Well,
Get your belly rings off my phone. I don't want to see your mom. When your mom finds out about that jeweler in your stomach, she is going to rip it out of your belly.
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. I love it.
I'm clutching my pearls.
Okay, all right. Well, then we're probably going to, if anybody else has a rant or rave that you want real quick, but we'll probably wrap up. If you want to give us one last call at 917-426-6794. We raised a $55, which is awesome. Every cent counts. We're trying to keep the Push Comedy Theater open and alive because right now, because of the pandemic, the shit's not happening. So that's going to change as more people get vaccinated. So get your vaccines. Thank you guys so much. I think we'll wrap up. Thank you. Give a big round of applause at home to Matt Holman. Matt, you got anything coming out that you want to plug? Anything to talk about?
I am co-hosting with my good friend John Regan Wharton, aka Johnny September, aka I can't remember his other Johnny names. Johnny of the Lake, something like that. We are co-hosting a poetry jam next Friday at 8 p.m. here on Earprov. So if you want to watch, if you want to be in it, I'm pretty open. So just let me know and hopefully tune in at 8 p.m. next week.
I know you're still kind of producing it and coming up with it. What's going to be kind of the format, or what should we expect?
So you can probably expect some poetry and some jamming.
I need that 5 seconds of my life back.
So what you're saying is
Matt,
what you're saying is no comedy at all.
Well, I don't know. It depends on how good the poetry is.
Okay, and we just had another donation come in. Dave Cole fan 420 donated $10. So thank you, Dave Cole fan. Thank you to Fisher Garrett for liking the stream. Okay, so tune in next. Did you say we put you on Friday, right? Next Friday.
You're the one that did the schedule, Matt.
It's technically Okay. All right. So one more time for Matt Holman. You are a delight. And then also give it up for Candace Gallmeyer. You can check out her Where can people find your Instagram game show?
Oh my God. So all you have to do is go to your Instagram machine and type in "what is it game show," and then I'll come up. You'll see a logo that looks like a big flower, and that's me. And every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I host the best goddamn Instagram story game show on earth. So it's fun.
Fisher, what are you pointing me to, Brian? Fisher Garrett's comment?
He's a friend of mine. Hopefully it's a nice thing about me.
Oh, it says April knows a lot of animal sex facts.
Yeah. Me too.
Thank you.
Let me tell you about an octopus penis arm.
Wait, what?
It's not as funny as I thought. It was a stranger who was just impressed.
Oh.
I did impress him, though.
Wow, April knows a lot of animal sex facts.
I have a whole book on it. I have a couple books on it.
And speaking of her, give it up for April Shannon 3. Check her out. We love having her on American Master Debaters and all kinds of shows that we have on earprov.com. And finally, a kind of a newbie around here, but she has her own website, which is awesome. Go to DaveenComedy.com. Give it up for Daveen Kerr. All right. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, this is a very fun, laid-back show, and we had a great conversation. Keep ranting and raving. Keep loving and hating. We'll see you next week. Once again, let me play some music here. Once again, you can watch the Johnny September Takeover Poetry Jam, and then on Saturday, it's going to be the Improvised Stand-Up, which is a brand new show that Brian Garrity is producing, and he doesn't even know what it's going to be about. So contact Brian Garrity at briangarrity@gmail.com if you want to be a part of that show. We're going to be improvising some stand-up. We're going to have improvisers. Matt Holman looks scary right now. Thank you guys so much. Keep on donating. If you want to donate to the Push Comedy Theater, go to paypal.me/pushcomedytheater. Go to pushcomedytheater.com. Sign up for a class or a show. We'll see you around. Thank you so much for watching. Yay!